February 11th. So Black History Month, all about Black Power. There's a lot of stuff happening today. But what happened today? What happened? Well, back in 1990, on this day, Nelson Mandela, anti-apartheid revolutionary and activist, was released from prison after serving 27 years in a South African prison. Talk about dedication to a goal. Talk about conviction. Serving 27 years for something that you believe in is no easy feat. And you have to appreciate the sacrifices that others have made to pave the way for you. Regardless if that was an ocean away, a city away, or a door away. There are people with conviction, with gusto, that have put their lives on the line to advance society, to advance the dialogue. Nelson Mandela is certainly one of those figures. If you don't know his story, I implore you to go in and read on it. It's okay not to know something if you were never taught it. It is not okay not to know because of sheer ignorance, willful ignorance. Nelson Mandela, after getting out of prison in 1990, February 11th, 1990, went on to serve as the president of South Africa, the same system and country that imprisoned him 4 years later. He went on to serve as the president 4 years later. Let me clarify that. So the glow up, as one would say, is spectacular. You go from being the captive to being the captain. I'm the captain now. So shout out to Nelson Mandela. Hope you enjoyed his freedom and then everything that came with it later on. But definitely an influential figure in the Black community, in the African community. And so shout out to Nelson Mandela. What else happened today? Back in 2012, February 11th, 2012, we lost one of the greatest vocalists to have ever lived in modern history, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston tragically passed away. I don't want to speculate on the reason, but Whitney had some habits that were part of her identity later on, especially as the evolving media. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson were one of those people, or some of those people that we just started to really follow their entire life. They were cultural icons in the community. We couldn't get enough of them before the internet. Everything about Whitney Houston was captivating, from her talent to her tragedy, simply captivating. And the reality is, we need more artists out there that have pure, raw talent. Not all of the flashy blah, blah, blah. We need artists that have this raw talent that is undeniable. It shows the greatness of what humanity can be from its purest form when you just say, my body, my voice, this is, if musical talent was a skill, she would be a 5, 6, 7-time world champion. With over 240 million records sold worldwide, Whitney Houston was one of the greatest vocalists that have ever lived. So shout out to Whitney Houston. Know a little bit of history, guys. Know a little bit about the paths that paved the way for where you're at today. But that's the news you need to know.